Hello there.
Well, hello, beautiful.
Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to an exciting episode of Fandom Fights. It's title match weekend that we're wrapping it up, and there's an Englishman next to me, Joe Fairley, former singles and teams champion, here to join me on the desk for this here team's title match. Joe, we have Duel of Fates, one of the greatest teams of all time, legends, two-time teams champions, defended both times in both their runs, going for their second defense in their second run tonight. Not many teams can say that's even been a possibility for them, but they have a weird challenge ahead of them this evening. I think weird is the only way to describe it, as Tim Bracala returns to the Fandom title ring with his new partner, Tyler Butler, as the high table, thanks to Tyler winning the Fandom Team's Frenzy. Joe, what are your thoughts on today's match?
A lot of thoughts, actually. Duel of the Fates, obviously, yeah, like you said, one of the greatest teams of all time. You then have Tyler Butler, who at one point was one half of one hell of a team in Some Like It Hot, and then Tim, who was another half of another one of the greatest teams of all time. And despite Tim's retirement, still turned up in things like Game of Factions and absolutely crushed. My biggest issue here is what I'm going to do with this scoreboard, because I might need to edit. I might need to make some changes. But apart from that, I think it's going to be a closer match than people might think.
And I thought it'd be confusing because there's two Tylers, but I hadn't even considered that. Dope. Let's see how the teams are feeling in the promos.
So this is weird for me. This is like the first match I've ever managed against Tim Bracala, and normally I would say, oh, he's my friend, don't hurt him. Crush him. Crush him tonight. He decided to get back in the ring. I was managing a different team. This is what happens. But let me take you through the effects of what Tim Bracala is going to bring to this match. He is going to come in here and be like, I'm going to lose. It's going to be miserable. I'm going to be crushed. Then he's going to start hitting questions. He's going to get confident. He's going to get feeling great about himself. Then he's going to start tanking in round 4 and get really pissed off and mad at himself. So that's the cycle we're just going to have to get ready for. And Tyler's going to be there and be like, it's okay. We're having fun. Are you having fun? And Tim's going to be probably more drunk by the end of the night than he started. So at this point in time, let's just have fun. Do what we do. Let's play.
All right. Cody's not wrong. He's not off base here. I am really trying to have fun, but Nick is right. This is weird. We debuted against Nick and Anna, and we lost. No. And we were like, that's okay, because we're here to have fun. But then you go out and you win a thing, and then we knocked out a team, and then we won a contender match. It's just been weird. But I am excited. It is not lost on me that if we were to win today, that would be pretty incredible. That Duel of the Fates is a great team, and that if we won, that'd be the third time I've won a team's belt. Well, fourth time I won a team's belt, third team. You would be a champion, which I think you'd be very deserving of. So it's not lost on me, the gravity of the situation. But I want to have fun. My main goal, which I said at the end of the Blockbuster match, which is I just don't want to put in a poor performance against Duel of Fates, because I think they deserve the best performance. Tyler and I think have put in the work to do that. We brought Kirk here to manage us today. Kirk is a great guy who just knows a lot about the game and is just here to support and help. And I'm super excited. But yeah, Tyler, your thoughts?
A couple things. Cody's impression of me, a little too accurate.
Spot on.
And yeah, I'm just gonna be here to have fun, and been watching Fandom films nonstop for the past month and a half. So I've been like holding off on rewatching Dune for so long, and I'm just like been waiting for this night to like finally rewatch that. So win or lose, it's gonna be a good.
Listen, I know you guys are here to have fun, but you know it's fun winning a championship.
Yeah, that's true.
So enjoy yourselves, but I want you going for the throat, full throttle the entire match.
Sweet play.
We're here. You made it here. You earned your spot here. Who knows what's going to happen? Let's go get them.
Joe, as someone who has frequented title matches, especially in recent past, can they be fun?
Yes.
Yeah.
Usually when it's me versus David, because that is actually fun, but everything else is stress.
Yes, I would agree 100%. But let's get into round number one. Round number one is going to work like this. There's going to be 10 questions around with Fandom Fights. Each player is going to have 15 seconds to write down their answer. At the end of 15 seconds, we will say pens down, at which point the players will reveal their answer and say it aloud. Oh my God, what's happening? Each correct answer is worth 1 point apiece. During the individual player get all 10 questions correct in round number one, they would receive a bonus question. Each team will have 3 repeats, 1 challenge for 4 repeats, 1 challenge for the entirety of this here title match. Teams, any questions we get in round number one?
Good luck, guys.
Nah, good luck, guys.
All right, go ahead, Joe.
All right, then. Your first question is going to come from the category of Worlds of DC. Brian Derlin is the real name of which Worlds of DC Suicide Squad member?
We both wore black.
I went with my favorite fandom-related T-shirt.
I used to have an Iron Giant T-shirt that looked very similar to that, and I miss it, and because I grew out of it. Even when I wore it in my Fandom debut match, and it looked small then. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Brittany.
Said Savant.
Go to Tim.
I said polka dot man.
Go to Tyler. Birch.
Savant.
And Tyler Butler.
Yeah.
Savant is correct. So Duel of the Fates will take the 2-0 lead. We get to the next question in the category of Criminal Underworld. In 2001's Ocean's 11, Rusty and other members of the team leave the casino with the money while disguised as having what specific profession? Wow.
It's a wordy one.
And it probably sounded super aggressive because I was like, you never like need to kind of burp, but like finish the sentence first. That was me most of that sentence.
I tried to get a little read on first so that I don't stumble over them at some point.
That's fair. I wish if another co-host I had would do that time to time. 5.
Why are you taking shots at me right now?
2, 1. Pens down. I'll go to 10.
I was between 2, but I went with SWAT officers.
Go to Tyler Birch.
I said firefighters.
Go to Tyler Butler.
SWAT officer as well.
And Brittany Tapley.
Yeah, it said SWAT team members.
That's right.
SWAT team members, SWAT officers is correct. So High Table cuts in the lead at 3-2. What's next, Joe?
Your next question is going to come from the category of sci-fi icons. Which sci-fi icons film opens with a combat unit infiltrating an abandoned boat to find characters hiding there? No, she went with film rather than movie. Interesting.
I did go with film rather than movie. And I guess now's a good time to hash this out because I would assume the English would call them films more so than movies.
I think it's just, when I started writing questions, that's just how it came out.
Interesting. Perhaps that is my personal bias showing.
Maybe.
I need to do better. I'm sorry.
You may have noticed I have changed things.
I did.
Sometimes passive aggressively, sometimes not.
I noticed very well. 5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
That is Duel of the Fates. First repeat. Go ahead, Joe.
Your question again. Which sci-fi icon's film opens with a combat unit infiltrating an abandoned boat to find characters hiding there?
What time is it where you are?
Now it's 1:45.
Damn. Okay, so the last meal you had was dinner then?
Yes.
What'd you have?
We ordered a Chinese takeaway. It was very good.
5, 4. That sounds
Lemon
delicious.
chicken.
3,
Bit of lemon chicken for
2,
me.
1. Pens down. Start with Tyler Birch. Lovely.
I said Terminator Genesis.
Go to Tyler Butler.
Didn't have it.
Brittany Tapley.
No, my answer's wrong.
Tim Bracala.
I said Transformers: Age of Extinction.
Transformers: Age of Extinction
That's
is the
Good
correct
job.
answer. Tim will hit that. Tie it up. It's 3-3. As we move to the next question, which comes in the category of Marvel. Who physically plays the Silver Surfer in Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer? I love lemon chicken.
It's good. It was good.
Were you guys talking about chicken the last question?
We were.
Oh, I was not there. I was not.
Is that what propelled you to the right answer?
Maybe.
That's what
I don't see how. I'm trying to think of a connection between Age of Extinction
And chicken extinction kind of sounds like chicken, I guess. Chickens are extinct, except they're not.
Huh.
They age. I don't know. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Tyler Butler.
I said Doug Jones.
Go to Brittany Tapley.
Yes, the Doug Jones.
Tim Bracala.
Doug Jones.
And Tyler Birch.
Doug Jones.
Doug Jones is correct. Clean sweep. 5-5. What's next, Joe?
Your next question is going to come from the greatest category of all time. It is James Bond. Who kills the main villain, Emilio Largo, in Thunderball?
As far as Bond songs go, where's this one ranked for you?
It's near the top, but I think Roger Moore era has the best songs. It really, I think.
I can think of 2 that stick out. Actually, one Mark Wahlberg did a very nice rendition of.
Yeah, and that as well.
Moment or 2.
1. Pens down. Go to Brittany.
Domino.
Tim.
Domino.
Tyler Birch.
Domino.
Tyler Butler.
And Domino.
Domino is correct. Another clean
good, Tyler.
sweep. 7-7. Let's move to your next question in the category of the Wizarding World. In Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, what spell does Hermione use to mess up Cormac during Quidditch tryouts?
So now we've moved on. I don't know if it's going to come up later. I don't want to start naming song titles.
I feel you. That is the hardest thing to ever do, and Tim does it sometimes.
I don't even want to give hints like, oh, it was the one by this artist. Oh, no, wait, that's a question in another round that I don't.
I even felt weird about the Mark Wahlberg thing. I was like,
Well, we've covered Age of Extinction, so Mark Wahlberg should be pretty much out of it.
that's fair. That's the movie I was talking about. He sings a Bond song in Age of Extinction.
That one's not even a fan of them. We can talk about Ted all you want.
1.
Please.
Pens down. Is that a repeat?
No, I said please. Let's talk about
Okay. I thought Tyler said repeat, but okay. Pens down. Now, we'll go to Tim, I think.
I'm not confident on this. I said Confundus.
Go to Tyler Birch.
To the Confundus Charm.
Go to Tyler Butler.
I didn't have it.
Brittany Tapley.
Confundus.
Confundus Charm is correct. So Duel of the Fates will retake the lead. It is 9-8 as we move to the next question that will come from Joe.
Your next question is going to come from another great category. It's Star Trek. Which Star Trek film features a character using the destruct code 000? Going back to the last question, that brought up some horrible memories for me against when I played a geek match against one Thomas Scully and answered that question with the Confundus Charm or Confringo.
Oh, yeah, I do remember that.
That was a painful moment for me. And I'm glad I didn't have to read it.
That was the first time you played him, right?
That was in Geek, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, those are tough times when you want to be like, look at all these things that I know, and then it's like, shit.
Yeah.
4.
This game has taught me general answers, especially here in fact.
1. Pens down. I once wrote down like 12 answers to different questions on one question. I'll go to Tyler Birch.
I said Star Trek 2, The Search for Spock.
Go to Tyler Butler.
I said Star Trek 3, Search for Spock.
We'll go to Brittany Tapley.
Search for Spock.
Tim Bracala.
I think they're all wrong. I think it's First Contact.
Wow, they are all wrong. First Contact is the correct answer.
Wait, really?
So once again, Tim ties the game.
What?
1 second.
Yeah.
Can we talk in our chat?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna challenge.
We'll be right back after this challenge. We are back from the challenge. They say it in both Star Trek, very consistent across generations. That was not meant to be a pun, but it was. So everyone will get the point. Tim's correct. Everyone else is correct. So Duel of the Fates leads 11-10 as we get to the next question, which comes in the category of mixed bag.
What could it be?
That question is, the Pixar films Lightyear and WALL-E each have a character with what name?
I like these.
It's good. I thought about I was like, let me try and find a way to get multiple things in, but I was like, no, I know.
I wrote one of these myself and then missed a question based on that character in my match against Space Wizards. That was fun.
Shit happens. How's your dinner? That's good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Boy, do I not know where we are. Tyler Butler, we'll start with you.
I just guessed Eve.
We'll go to Brittany.
Said Mo.
Go to Tim.
I said Otto.
And Tyler Birch.
Definitely Mo. I said Shelby.
It is definitely Mo. Mo is
Yay.
correct. So Brittany will hit that. It is 12-10. 2-point lead as we get to the penultimate question from Joe.
Yes, penultimate question is going to come from the category of American spies. Who appears as Denlinger, the director of national intelligence in Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning? Let me just drop in the part one, then.
We're
Yeah,
just all going to pretend like it never happened.
which I had to go back and change a question of, movies that contain the words part one, part two in them.
Yeah, that's tough. That's
Like,
confusing.
I've got to find that question now and delete an
Because
answer.
technically, we will have to accept that as an answer forever now.
Yes, a
they
theatrical
will-
release did.
Yeah. But then the stupid people were like,
We were discussing the other day, Star
Four.
Wars, the only category that's
3,
exempt from
Two.
original theatrical release.
1. Pens down. Star Wars. If you said Star Wars, that would we would accept that as a New Hope. We'll go to Brittany.
I'm between two. I said Carrie Elways.
Go to Tim.
Oh, she's totally right. And I know I'm wrong, but I had no blank boards. Henry Cherney.
Tyler Birch.
Yeah, Carrie Elways.
Tyler Butler.
I also said Carrie Elise.
Good shit, Tyler.
Harry Elwes is correct. Duel of the Fates slightly widens their lead. It's 14-11 as we get to the final question, which comes in the category of epic adventures. Your question is, in The Hobbit, the Battle of the Five Armies, what is the name of the jewels that Thranduil claims belong to the elves inside the mountain?
This was the last Epic Adventures film I watched.
Sorry.
I did a Middle Earth revisit.
That's
Man, I hope that's right.
because this one's bad.
It
Not
still
that
has
bad.
some
It's really
moments.
necessary.
Sure, it has its moments, and then it has like a lot of long moments that aren't very good and put together for hours. Then some other ones. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll go to Tim.
This could sound awful, or this could be the answer. I said the King's Jewels.
Go to Tyler Birch.
I said the White Gems of Lost Gollum.
We'll go. Wait, hold that, Tyler.
Okay.
We'll go to Tyler Butler
I just said Dragonstone.
and Brittany Tapley.
I said Les Gollin and then put white because I wasn't sure how much he wanted.
That Laskalin with an N
Okay.
is what we were looking for. So we can't take Tyler.
Oh shoot.
I
Okay.
put so much work into
I'm sorry. But Brittany will hit that. Laskalin is what we were looking for. So Duel of the Fates will end with the lead 15 to the high tables 11. Is that what you have, Joe?
That is what I have.
It could have been a lot worse.
I know.
We will move into round number two. Round number two is going to work like this. It is the wheel round. We have a wheel with 10 Fandom categories on it. No spinners or opponent's choice per request of the champions. Each team will get a spin at the wheel. If they like what they spin the first time, they can keep it. If not, they can choose to spin again, but they will be forced to keep what they spin the second time. You'll get 5 questions in the chosen category, each worth 2 points apiece. Unless you like check down to multiple choice, at which point it will only be worth 1, and be on the lookout as stealing is available in round number 2. Your categories on the wheel today are MCU, American Spies, Law and Order, Star Wars, Creature Features, Marvel, James Bond, Epic Adventures, Worlds of DC, and Sci-Fi Icons. Duel of the Fates, you are in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer? Now we wait.
It's a hell of a wheel.
It's a very good appeal. Wait till you see the
We will defer.
All righty then. I'll bring the manager on screen because his camera's on. So, duel or the high table. This will be your first spin. Lands on American Spies. Would you like to keep it or spin again?
We'll spin again.
All righty. This is your second spin. You will have to keep what it lands on this time, and it will be Star Wars. I almost said dun dun. All right. Joe, you like Star Wars. Why don't you be the one to give the high table their questions in the category of Star Wars?
I would be happy to.
Great.
And I will do that right now. High table, are you ready for your questions in the category of Star Wars?
Yes, I'll be the answerer, and then also, Kurt, can you cam off in this call just so I don't see you?
All right. High table, your first question in Star Wars. Which Star Wars film features a ship that drops explosive charges in space, obliterating asteroids in an attempt to destroy another ship that is pursuing it?
Attack of the Clones, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. Linda Hunt provides the voice for which Star Wars character?
Five, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
It's your first repeat.
Linda Hunt provides the voice for which Star Wars character?
It's Linda Hunt. I think I was talking over you, so my bad. Five, 4, 3.
Multiple choice, please, Joe.
Your multiple choice options are: is it A, Lady Proxima, B, BB-8, C, Asajj Ventress, or D, Padme?
Five, 4.
Lady Proxima, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point. Your third question. What did Luke do that makes Vader say his skills are complete in Return of the Jedi?
Five, 4, 3.
That Luke made his own lightsaber, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your penultimate question in Star Wars. Which Star Wars character said the quote, This is getting out of hand. Now there are 2 of them.
Gun Ray, final answer.
That is correct. 2 points. And your final question in Star Wars. What type of ship does Rey want to take to escape Jakku before it is blown up and they are forced to take the Falcon instead in The Force Awakens?
Five, four.
Multiple choice, please, Joe.
Your multiple choice options are: is it A, load lifter, B, quad jumper, C, Nubian cruiser, or D, X-wing?
Fuck, quad jumper, final answer.
That one's garbage. That is correct. 2 points.
That is correct for 1 more point and a sweep
point.
of Star Wars for the high table. They get their score up to 19. Is that what you have, Joe?
That is what I have.
Great. Then we'll bring back the wheel and Duel of the Fates. This will be your first spin. Dun dun. It lands on Law and Order. Go to court. That was the second Ted reference this match.
These are lawyer guys.
Boy. A bunch of douchebags walking down a hallway.
We'll keep it.
All righty. There we go. All right, Duel of the Fates, I'll be giving you your questions in the category of Law and Order. Are you prepared for them? Your first question. Which Law and Order film features a fight in an unfinished construction zone that catches on fire?
Lethal Weapon 3, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. Who plays the young criminal Hobb in RoboCop 2?
Gabriel Damon, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. What is the real last name of the villain using the alias Juntao in Rush Hour?
Griffin, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. All the multiple choice options were Family Guy names. All right. Your penultimate question. What is the name of the type of cyber attack designed by Matt Farrell and planned to be used by the main villain in Live Free or Die Hard?
Fire Sale, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. And Duel of Fates, your final question in Law and Order.
2319! We have a 2319!
The C and D crime in Beverly Hills Cop 2 is intended to be where specifically? Five.
City Deposit, final answer.
That is correct for 2 more points and a clean sweep of Law and Order. Duel of the Fates gets their score up to 25. Oh, shit! Last question, we had a 2319. Oh, no! My bad.
You're too late, Nick.
Sorry.
We'll get the clip. Just put the clip in somewhere.
Clip. Play the clip. Sock. All right. My bad. 25-19 is the score I have. Is that what you have, Joe?
That is exactly what I have.
Fantastic. Then we're going to move into round number 3. Here's how round number 3 is going to work. It is the filmography round. We have 3 questions worth 1, 2, and 3 points apiece. One player will take from each team will take the 1-point question. The other player will take the 2-point question, and teams can confer on the 3-point question. Questions are designed in such a way that they have given 2 hints pointing to a particular fandom actor or actress. Should the team or player get the question correct, they would receive the concurrent amount of points, and that's how round 3 works. Any questions? Great. Who will be taking the 1-point question from Duel of the Fates?
Aren't you going to start with us?
Nope.
Oh,
It's me. Sorry.
And who will be taking the 1-point question from the high table?
I will.
Great. It's almost like we got to the same place. Joe, would you like to read the 1-point question?
Absolutely. Tyler, Birch, and Tim, are you ready for the 1-point question in filmography?
Yeah.
Did it?
Who plays a Star Trek captain and an American spy?
So that Family Guy thing is kind of 3 Ted references when you think about it.
Yeah, this is maybe Seth MacFarlane will start monetizing these. You know, we keep promoting his stuff.
You're right. He was really struggling before us.
You know, we'll get Mark Menchaca on. They can do the Moustache song from A Million Ways to Die in the West. It'll be great.
I think that's why he's struggling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Tyler, Birch,
I don't know why it took so long. Chris Pine.
and Tim.
Chris Pine.
Chris Pine is correct. 1 point apiece. Brittany and Tyler Butler will be taking the 2-point question.
Yes.
Your question is, who plays an Epic Adventures Russian villain and an MCU sister? Do you like Ted 2?
I do, not as much as I like Ted.
That's fair. It is a dip in quality.
Well, for some reason, I do get a chuckle out of
Use a repeat if you need it, Tyler.
Michael Dorn and Patrick Warburton beating people up at
It is
Comic
quite
Con.
yes. 5, 4, 3,
And
2.
repeat.
All right, that is the high table's second repeat. Question again. Who plays an Epic Adventures Russian villain and an MCU sister? Almost read the 3-point question on the repeat.
Oh my.
That would have been bad.
You got it. You're good.
Yes, that is very funny. There are funny moments. I met the real life Peter Griffin. That guy who goes to all the Comic Cons, dresses up like
That's
Peter
cool.
Griffin. Yeah. He's just kind of walking around, not really talking to anybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Tyler Bueller, because different.
Kate Blanchett.
And Brittany.
Kate Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett is correct. Another 2 points apiece. 22 to 28. As we get to the 3-point question, teams can confer on this in your Skype calls. Please give me a thumbs up when both teams are ready. Great. Joe, please do the honors.
Your 3-point question. Who voices a Pixar animal father and a DreamWorks animal father?
I'm really upset with myself about the 23-19.
Me too. I had it and I was like, do we
No.
wait until they potentially...
It's fair. When it happens in the middle of a round like that, it's so easily missable. It's like, what? Answer's in. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right. That is the high table's third repeat. Go ahead, Joe.
Who voices a Pixar animal father and a DreamWorks animal father? Yeah. I mean, I've played in test matches where we've got 23-19s. We have no clip to play. It's disappointing, to
That's
say the least.
You guys should cut the clip and put it in your test.
We had a thing very briefly in a Geek League where, and it didn't happen out where we would play the Order 66 clip at 6 to 6.
4, 3, That was good. 2, 1. Pens down, Tim. All right. We'll start with Duel of the Fates.
Funny because the Emmys were last night. Eugene Levy.
And the high table.
We said Bernie Mac really badly.
Eugene Levy is the correct answer.
Which Pixar film is he?
That would
Finding
be
Dory.
Finding Dory.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Duel of the Fates will hit it for 3 points. High table will not. So Duel of the Fates has widened their lead. It is now 31 to 22. Is that what you have, Joe?
That's what I have.
Great, then we'll move into round number 4. Here's how round number 4 is going to work. It is the deep cut round. We have another wheel with categories on it. And I definitely can't explain this round and get the wheel up at the same time. So give me 10 seconds. Great. Here it is. It's the deep cut wheel. Whoa. The teams in front of you have selected 10 films from 10 different fandom categories drafted prior to the match. Each film has been, 5 questions has been written at a deep cut level. We will spin the wheel 5 times to get questions from 5, 2, 3, a variety of different films. Each question will be worth 2 points apiece. Teams can confer on the answer. Teams, any questions? We begin in round number 4. I will take that as a no. All right. Your first spin at the wheel. Oh, your movies on. I always forget this part. Your movies on the wheel today are Joker, Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, Avengers Endgame, The Hunger Games, Catching Fire, Aladdin, John Wick Chapter 4, Bad Boys for Life, The Terminator, Spider-Man 2, and to round out the best goddamn deep cut wheel we've ever seen, Coco. All right. That was fun. Yeah, that was a good one. All right. Here is the first spin, the wheel in round 4. Also, it looks funny. I made it look cool today. John Wick Chapter 4 will be the first film. Teams, I will read you your first question. From John Wick Chapter 4, your question is, the Marquis tells Winston that the sand in the hourglass is merely an echo of his what?
I don't know. It's the best wheel, but this one doesn't have Muppet Treasure Island on it.
That's okay with me, personally. I'm okay with that. I saw that movie once. I got one question about it, and I got it right, and I'm good for the rest of my life. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Brittany, who appears to be writing.
His remaining patience.
And Tim, who appeared to be writing.
Oh. I didn't realize you were looking for the exact quote. We said that his Continental will then blow up when the sand is done.
We were looking for his remaining patience. So I will leave it at that. But if you'd like,
can we hear the question again?
The Marquis tells Winston that the sand in the hourglass is merely an echo of his what?
All right. Yeah, I just misheard the question.
All right, then Duel of the Fates will get 2 more points as we bring back the deep cut wheel and give it a spin. This question will be from Avengers Endgame, and it's going to be coming to you from... So much to do. Okay. It's going to be coming to you from Joe Fairley right about now.
It will be coming from me, and like we said, it's an Avengers Endgame, and your question is: after Thor gives a briefing on the ether, he says he would like what type of drink? It actually came up for me in one of my notes today as I was prepping for another match.
There you go. That sucks though, because it's not. Now you're probably not going to hear it.
No, that's disappointing.
Yeah, tis the bitter on many.
Also feels like this would be a fun round 2 question as well.
4,
Plenty of options.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Tim, who appeared to be writing.
A Bloody Mary.
And Brittany.
A Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary is correct. 2 points apiece. It is, look at all those tallies.
35 to 24.
That's what I have as well. All right, we'll bring back in the wheel for the third spin.
in round number 4. It'll come from Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. I will be reading you your question, and that question is as follows. What is the first type of animal made of fire that chases Harry, Ron, and Hermione in the Room of Requirement? One might think I was talking about Pokemon. Or whatever.
There's quite a few animals made of fire in that series. I sort of stopped after the first 150.
Yeah, or whatever the kids are watching these days, like Digimon.
I think that went the same way as Pokemon, but didn't quite endure as long.
Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Brittany.
The snake.
And Tim.
We also said snake.
Snake is correct. Another 2 points apiece as we bring back the wheel for the penultimate spin in round number 4. Here it is. It's going to be from the Hunger Games, Catching Fire. I almost said the Hunger Games, Mockingjay, Catching Fire.
So far, this wheel is doing okay. It's not doing the thing.
It's indeed. It is not doing the thing, though it could. Go ahead, Joe.
Great. Your question from Catching Fire is, who kills Wirus? Excuse me.
Bless. Might be the shortest deep cut I have ever written.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. Wild. Joe, are you always up this late?
Not always. A lot of the time. This week I'll be starting work at 2 p.m.
Because crime never sleeps.
And I don't do earlies that often.
That's fair. I would also rather stay up late. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Tim.
I started writing, and then I think I saw Brittany go, they got it. Is it gloss?
And Brittany.
Oh no, I don't think I said that, but yeah, gloss.
I saw you nod, and now I'm in everyone's head.
Yeah.
Gloss is wrong. No, I'm just kidding. Gloss is the correct answer. So 2 points apiece. Again, it is 39-28. Here's the sitch. If Duel of the Fates hits this, they will win by knockout. If the high table misses this, Duel of the Fates will win by knockout. We only move on if the high table hits this and Duel of the Fates misses. So we will bring back up the wheel, and here will be the final spin in round number 4. It's going to come once again from John Wick, Chapter 4. Yes, you did, sir.
Sorry.
Perfectly fine. As we get the final question from John Wick Chapter 4, here it is. What is the last piece of advice that Winston gives to John before the shootout begins? The final shootout. There's a lot of shootouts.
1 or 2.
The shootout. I'm really Kaiser.
Really, what this has become now?
What? Say that again.
The final shootout.
It's kind of what's happening right now. Answers in 5.
Repeat.
All right, that is Duel of the Fates' second repeat. Question again. What is the last piece of advice that Winston gives to John before the shootout begins? Final shootout at the end.
Caught 20 minutes of the second chapter in this.
That's good. We are through chapter 1 and 2, working on 3. But I had to skip that and kind of pick some scenes to write some questions for this. So it's been spoiled for me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Start with the high table.
Go have fun out there.
And Duel of the Fates.
So just have fun over there.
And your winners by way of knockout and still champions, Duel of the Fates. Have fun out there is what we were looking for. So Duel of the Fates takes home another defense. I believe one step closer to tying their first amount of defensives. They just picked up their second one. They're having a killer year, haven't lost. And I don't think the high table played bad. In fact, going into that last question, I started thinking about how this reminded me of the first time Brittany and Tyler played you and Joe, where they lost on like question. You are Joe. You and you know how me and Tim feel all the time. You and David. They got to like the first question of round 5, almost lost by knockout. But the reason wasn't because they were so far behind you guys. It was just every round you guys were able to get a little bit more up on them and a little bit more up on them. And that's what happened here today. Like the high table played a game that could have won a championship, but in every single round, Duel of the Fates just eked out an extra 2 points, an extra 3 points. And that's what put them in knockout range. Joe, quick thoughts on the match.
Yeah, I thought round 1, again, close. Only a 4-point game coming out of that round 1. Really close. They swept Star Wars. Unfortunately for them, Duel was able to clean sweep on Law and Order. And then, again, like you said, that 3-pointer that can sometimes in that filmography can make such a difference if one hits and the other doesn't. And again, 4 out of the 5 deep cuts is hella impressive.
All things were good.
Yes, everything was good. Unfortunately, for high table, Duel of the Fates just had those margins in every round, and that builds up.
Indeed, it did. But congratulations to both teams. Let's hear how they're feeling in the post-match interviews.
Oh my God! I love you so much. Oh,
that was good.
I was so confused. Oh, I love you. That's so funny.
The high table. I mean what I said, and I hope you take it to heart.
Oh.
11 points in round 1 of a title match is very good. 8 out of 10 in round 2 in a title match is very good. You wouldn't be the first team to have missed the 3-pointer and still won the match. You did very good in round 3. Missing 1 deep cut is very, very good. But Duel of the Fates was just able to get an extra 3 points in round 1, an extra 2 points in round 2, an extra 3 points in round 3, an extra 2 points in round 4, and that's enough to add up to the knockout we saw. But like, it's not like other knockouts where the other team just didn't even have a fighting chance. I think there were multiple times where whether it was at the end of round 1 where you were still within striking distance when you sweep a category, I think you guys had a lot of confidence at points. To where this doesn't feel like it was a knockout. It feels like you played to their level. Would you agree?
Yeah. I'm very happy. I'll tell you why. The only reason I'm a little bit not 100% happy is I think we would have done better if Bucky hadn't left. Bucky was in the room all of round 1. We were doing well. We were only down 4, and then he just left.
He's our lucky charm.
And I'm kind of pissed. But no, seriously, I am Tyler and Birch and Brittany fans. So I'm always happy to see them win. And I'm happy because I think we did really well. I think we had a good round 1. Round 2, talk to each other. That wasn't just like, I know Tyler doesn't like Star Wars, but he like answered a couple of those questions. And like, it felt very much like a team effort on this one. And yeah, I don't know. I think we played well. Like, it's a knockout, but it doesn't feel like a knockout. Like, I don't know. I think I at least wanted to prove to myself that like we could, it would have been cool to go to round 5 and like even get one question in there. But like, no, I mean, I just wanted to show that like we could at least like go a little bit into this. Yeah. I think we did. I think we did better than I thought we were going to do. And I think we can do better, obviously. And if that ever comes, then cool. But if it doesn't, then this was a really fun experience. And yeah, Tyler, your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, going into this like with a 2-1 record, you know.
Yeah.
I thought like going off of like first rounds of like past like title matches I was watching, I'm like, okay, we might get knocked out a lot, sooner, like right in the second round. But yeah, it's like I was glad that we're able to sort of keep it relatively close in those first couple of rounds, So yeah, it was That's fine.
Yeah, Kirk, you were brought in as the secret weapon. I think it helps. How do you think the match? Come in.
Yeah, because when you think Phantom, you think of me. So obviously, I mean, no brainer. But no, I think these guys played great. In an alternate universe where Tyler and Brittany don't exist, or at least they never found this trivia league, there's a good chance these guys are cruising to a title right now. They are, like you said, they were doing really well in every round. Like they were consistently scoring points. They weren't making big mistakes, and but they just Tyler and Brittany, and they, you can't, you have to be almost perfect to play against them. I think for Tim being coming back and not having played for a while and not being necessarily a full timer anymore, and our Tyler not playing that often. I think these guys did a really good job, and I think if they keep going, they're going to continue to gel. They put a little more work into it. I think they could get here again and do even better. Win those belts.
Absolutely.
I'm confident in the future.
Yeah, listen, this does end your rookie season. I think it is a very good. I think it's a good rookie season. You got a knockout under your belt as well. Like, you guys have done fantastic. And very, very few rookie teams actually make it to a title in their rookie year, regardless of the method in which you got here. The way you played today clearly shows you could have gotten here any other way also. So with that being said, call someone out, because Tim, you know how much we hate it when we ask people and they go, "Oh, I'll play anybody," but you now have to do it. So who do you want to play?
I think I don't remember what I said after our knockout. Birch messaged and asked why I didn't call them out, and then I couldn't even remember who I did. But I feel like I might have said Malachi Cargo, and I think that would still be a fun match. They challenged for the belts earlier this year and did pretty decent in their match too. So I think we would be a pretty evenly matched fun. Amen, brother. I think we would be pretty evenly matched. I think Malachi Cargo be the one.
Okay, great. Well, Tyler, enjoy Dune. And High Table, congratulations on the match. Well played.
One more time, because if I didn't say it before, because I was talking about myself, which I do all the time. Congrats, Tyler and Brittany, again. Fans of you guys. You guys are awesome. Played fantastic. And I'm super excited to see. Cody, you told them to murder me. I love you, but my God. And so I'm excited to see them in the next title match, which is that final act.
Yeah.
Cool. That'll be fun. I'm excited.
Yeah, it is. All right, cool. High Table, congratulations, and we'll see you next time. Duel of the Fates, your second defense, the second time. I think it's your 5th overall defense. But I will check that in a minute while you guys are talking. But regardless, a very good defense. First title match knockout, I believe.
We flirted with it a lot, but no, we haven't got one yet.
Fair, but it was weird because when Wrong Side of the River won by knockout, we kind of looked and realized, wow, it's been a long time since anyone in a title match has won via knockout. So they are rare, which shows that you guys have something special here together when you could. Yes, Tim, I'm glad you could give it to them as well. But I mean what I said to Tim and Tyler in that there was no point where they let off the gas. And you guys have been in matches like the one I referenced where the other team is just outscoring you each round, but you're still keeping up with them as they just slightly get out of range. And that's what happened today. And while it sounds like I'm diminishing that from their point of view, from your point of view, it's like you got an extra 3 points every round. You were 3 points better every round than a current Hall of Famer, former 3-time teams champion, and someone who's challenged for the team's belts before. So that's pretty good. So you got a knockout. How are you guys feeling about it?
No, I mean, I think I know I feel great. It's exciting to get the knockout, especially because it was against a good team. Like there was no way that we saw the High Table and we were just like, oh, this will be easy. We'll be going home early. Like we knew that they were going to put in the effort, and they put in a hell of a lot of effort. I mean, just between the match against you and Anna to now, I've seen such an improvement from them, both as a team and just their knowledge. So I'm really excited to see what they continue to do. I know this was kind of like an accidental title match for them, but I think they did a great job. So I think we're going to see some really good stuff in the next season. But for us, I mean, I think we played really well. I mean, this one really felt like it was like where we were both missing things that the other was hitting, and that's kind of how we were able to keep this going. There were things that I was pulling faster than Brittany. There were things that Brittany was pulling faster than me, and that's just, I mean, that teamwork just really shone through, just to show how we were able to get as far as we did, especially in Law and Order, which is like, we enjoy that category, but I wouldn't say it's like a huge strength like some of the other ones are. But we were still able to clean sweep it just because we worked together, and I love that.
Brittany, thoughts?
Yeah, I'm also really happy to finally get a knockout. But no, I also agree. Like they played great. I knew Tim was gonna play really well because he's been around this whole time, but I wasn't sure how Tyler was gonna play because he like just went away. And he played amazing. Like he crushed it. And in round one, I didn't think the knockout was gonna happen, and it was just because of those little things. So no, I'm also excited to see them play next year. And this was probably one of the best that we've played, like as a team. Whenever one person wasn't sure, we knew the other person had it. There was no like, oh, let's go. Nope, you know it. Let's do it. Nope, you're right. Like, and we were clicking the whole time. So I'm really happy with how we played. And yeah, excited to hopefully finish off the year with belts.
Yeah. Cody, any regrets? Any sadness?
4? No, not at all. When Old Yeller, came out of the barn, sometimes you got to put him down. No, I'm just kidding. I loved him. I loved him. He showed it tonight, right? Because I told these guys going into the match that every year, every team I've ever managed lets the foot off the gas once, and it happens. Wookiee mistake last year for this, guys. They had it. They were going to run the table. They slipped at the very end. Knights of Ren versus Dummies, like it was a clear cut. We had 2 more matches. Instead, they turned into like 8 more matches because they had to go back into a tournament to play. So it's like they let off the foot. So I was like, don't take these 2 lightly because they are a good team. Like they may not have been around long enough and they had to turn back on the engine. But once that engine starts firing again, but it's the same thing that I tell every time. When you play this team, it is literally like football. If the team across the thing can gain 4 yards every carry until they go into the end zone, you just can't do anything about it. You have to match them shot for shot, and you almost you have to pray for them to fumble. Like they have to drop something that they're not accustomed to drop because it's like they haven't got a KO before but they've had that lead every time, and no one's been able to get back into the lead most of the time. It's because they're like, here's 2 points, here's 3 points, here's another 2 points. By that time, you're at 8 points, and you're going to have to make up. And hopefully, Brittany or Tyler drops 2 or 3 questions in round 3. It's just, I don't know if they've ever dropped 3 in a round in their entire like fandom career post like the beginning when they first started. So again, hats off to Tyler and Tim. I managed them before. I managed each one of those. I think they're fantastic people. I'm so happy to see them back. So hopefully that doesn't discourage them or make them sad. And man, give Kirk Manager of the Year, man. He showed up in a Fandom match and literally almost got him to round 4. I'm like, of all people, I think Fandom when I think of Kirk Kolakowski. So I'm really glad he showed up, and he almost helped with the Star Trek challenge. So that would have been bad. But other than that, great job to them. I can't wait to see him back, and hopefully we can hold on to the belts at the very end.
I don't know how much I can tell you.
Son of a bitch.
I haven't really thought about this before now. So I'll wing it. We got the WOT tournament coming up. Tyler, we'll see you in that on the singles side of things. Brittany, we will not see you in that. You have shown everyone you're the best and given us mercy. Duel of the Fates will be waiting at the end for someone. Whether it's a team that wins the WOT tournament, cool. If it's someone else, it'll be someone else. But I can promise you guys one more title defense before year's end.
Give us 2 teams. We'll vote
2
it
teams it is.
Yeah.
Great. I'm not even going to ask who you want because who do you want?
We'll play anybody,
I'd like to see Wrong Side of the River get another shot at it. I would like to see them return and try to get back in it. As much as I know Joe loves to see himself, I just don't want to see him anymore. I've had enough years of him, so like it'd be great if he stayed away from the rest. He can come back next year, do all he wants, but right now, just don't be here. Yeah, I don't even know who the hell that is. But and I'm sorry if that's offended anybody, but no, if it's not wrong side of the river or Tim and Tyler, I don't really care who it is, and hopefully we just retain because at this point it's just all about retaining versus it doesn't matter who it is. We just need to retain.
Sounds like a plan. Duel of the Fates, congratulations on the title defense, on the knockout. We will see you at the final act. Surprise! He's right here. Joe, quick thoughts. Wrap this one up. Put a bow on it.
Yep, it's been a hell of a year for Duel of the Fates, and I think a really impressive sort of run and getting to this point from the high table, and a great match all round.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you to Duel of the Fates. Thank you to the high table. Thank you to our Skype call monitors, even though we don't use Skype anymore. It's kind of like saying Kleenex. It's a tissue. Kleenex is a brand. To our managers, Cody and Kirk, to Tim for playing and editing this one. And thank you to all of you for checking this one out. Title match week is up. Wote starts next week. It's going to be crazy. And be sure to check it out. And we'll see you on next time on another exciting episode of Fandom Fights.